All right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Talkin Beyond. I'm Marlene,
And I'm Blake.
and today we are celebrating 17 years of The Office. Happy birthday to the US version of The Office. Came out, what, 2005 on this day?
Yes, sir.
Crazy to think 17 years later, that thing is still as popular as it ever was.
Hell yeah. Even honestly, I hear more people comment about The Office and reference it way more now than ever.
Yeah, I mean, with all these shows coming back now, right? Like, I think there's a huge emphasis on bringing these type of series back. But like honestly, like looking back at it, do you think that kind of show could work today?
Um, to a certain extent, maybe, but a lot of the stuff that they said, I don't think so. There's a lot of jokes happens with like race and like a lot of like super difficult subjects that they like really joke on. That I really don't think you can make like a TV show on NBC right now about. Like definitely not.
Yeah, I think it's a little too racy, and a lot of the stuff on there is going to be flagged immediately.
Definitely. They made a whole the season 3 premiere was about Michael being super homophobic towards Oscar like and it
Yeah,
was played for laughs the whole episode.
yeah,
And I don't definitely don't think you can get away with that right now.
yeah. I don't think we'd be able to do it either. But I mean, if we're starting from season one, that very first episode, like when did you first see the show? Like, how long ago was it?
I was late to the show, honestly. I didn't really watch it until like it was on Netflix. So I'd probably say like 2016, something like that is when I started watching it.
2016. Yeah, I think when I first saw it, I mean, because I'm one of those people, like, everyone's watching a show, right? I don't want to be that person that watches that show. So it took me quite a bit. It wasn't until the final season I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just go back and rewatch it. It's kind of the same thing I did with Parks and Rec, right? It was the last season I started watching, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I was like, off rip, I was like, well, one, Michael's appearance from season one to season two was insane difference as far as like, his hairline, his weight. Like, he looked like a completely different
He definitely
person.
got some hair plugs, bro.
100%. Well, there's also rumors that he made himself look like that on purpose, but I don't know about that one.
Maybe.
Yeah, so but I mean, right off the bat, I mean, the first one the race awareness one, or was that the second episode? I think that was the second episode, right?
I think that was the second episode.
With Mr. Brown.
Yeah, where they do like the post-it the cards on their
Uh,
foreheads about which race they are and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. This is like the
Um,
hate crime Olympics.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they
so
definitely cannot do that episode in 2022's climate.
now, if they were to bring it back, would you want to watch it? Like, would you be scared that maybe it's not the same as what we would want?
Um, well, you've heard, I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of the actors have talked about like coming back for a reunion, and they said that eventually, like maybe, but they wouldn't be able to get away with a lot of the stuff that they did back then. So, I mean, I would be watching it day one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a huge Office fan now, and I would be there day one, but I would have my I would be a little bit skeptical about it coming out now.
Yeah, and plus we don't really get to see a whole lot of like mockumentaries anymore. There are like, oh, there we go.
But
Um,
yeah.
but a lot of it has to do with the fact that one, the jokes were one of a kind at the time. I mean, yeah, like you said, just like with the Oscar stuff, right? You can't say anything now. I mean, right now there's a big debate on whether or not a specific type of let's say swimmer should be allowed to have the awards that she has. But yeah, dude, it'd be so hard to navigate through it now. I feel like it'd be so watered down that like it just wouldn't be enjoyable.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. Like Brianna said right there, there is like workplace comedies now. Like, well, Brooklyn Nine-Nine just ended, and they have like Superstore and stuff like that, where I mean, they're still definitely funny. Like, I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and they definitely still do some kind of jokes like that. But it's not to like the extent that The Office did it. Um, and then even like when you after The Office, like with Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec, like they still in some scenes they kind of delve into jokes like that, but it not to the extent that they could really do it in The Office. Like a lot of the stuff that they got away with was wild. And I know, like when they put it on Netflix, they had to cut out some of the, or not Netflix, Peacock. They had to cut out some of the scenes because they were too, they were not like appropriate now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the main one I can think of is well, the Belschnickel, right? When Nate's trying to walk back
Yeah,
into the plate, and you're like, nope, 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 nope.
yeah,
You just see Dwight text him real quick, like, hey, you need to stay outside.
yeah,
Or I think there was one too. I don't know if it was the whole part was cut out, but you can actually see Michael have like a blackface on it because he's like, oh, I'm Daryl, but he around his
yeah. He's
ears,
gonna
yeah,
dress up as Daryl. Yeah, and
yeah.
there's like blackface on behind his ear.
Or yeah, back to that Halloween special where there's a body hanging and stuff, and they like play dead. Like they took that out. I forgot.
Yeah,
There's another one too, because like when you watch it on Netflix, like all of a sudden it says like episode 100, but we're actually like on episode like 97. So they straight up removed
yeah.
some episodes. So
Yeah,
now,
there's probably episodes I haven't seen. Well, like if you watch it on Peacock now there's like super fan episodes or something where
yeah,
there's
dude,
like deleted scenes put into them.
it felt like I was watching
Um,
a new version of it. It felt really nice.
yeah, there's definitely some cool stuff that got cut out. Like some of the stuff is like kind of hit or miss, like those deleted scenes, but there's definitely some good stuff that was cut.
Yeah, like I know, like season one and two, there's just stuff that kind of like opened up some of those backstories more. I hope when we get deeper into the seasons, because I haven't seen it past season three for the supercuts. I know they're adding more every kind of few
Yeah.
months. I want to see more of the backstory with Hunter, Jan's assistant.
Oh yeah, there really isn't a lot about him. I mean, obviously there he does kind of play like a big part because he kind of almost ruins their relationship, you know what I mean, Michael and Jan. Um,
That kid's his.
but that that Hunter that Hunter mixtape that plays throughout that dinner party episode is top notch, dude.
So speaking of the dinner party episode, that's probably one of my favorite like episodes in general. Strictly because of how many times they had to reshoot it.
Yeah, that's definitely top three for me. Like the moment where he's standing in front of his plasma screen, like the 12-inch plasma screen on the wall, and it's like mounted, and he pushes it in, and he's just standing here. He's like, I can stand here and watch TV for hours.
And then she just breaks it with the Dundee. Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude! Yeah, that whole one with the snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
I was like, how much time passes in between these episodes for him to have that many procedures?
Yeah, he said, "Do you know how many the kind of toll four vasectomies has on a man?"
Yeah, just don't have kids. Um, so we're talking about favorites, right? Like, if we had to talk about like your top five characters on the show, like who would be number five?
So honestly, it's pretty hard to like put it in order. So I have like a rough top five. I guess if I had to put one at number five, it would probably be Pam.
Okay,
Um, she, yeah, I don't think she's the funniest character by any means, but like a lot of like those office staple moments come from Pam, like her and Jim's wedding, and I can feel God in this Chili's tonight. Like, there's a lot of like quotes and like moments that come straight from Pam, that you can't really leave her out of like the top five. You know what I mean? Like, she's one of those characters that have she was in pretty much every episode, like, minus like one or two. Um, and she's just like one of those staple characters. She's not the funniest, so that's why I would probably put her at number five, but she does have really, really good moments throughout the show.
yeah, which is kind of on the opposite side on my end, right? Um, if we go past like season three and four, I actually have Pam towards the bottom of like she's like number five on my worst characters. Essentially, once
I could
Michael
see
leaves.
it. I could see it because, like with her, like basically trying to keep Jim from going to Philly, and like I mean, having problems and stuff, like trying to keep him from pursuing his dreams, I guess, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I think the good outweighs the bad with Pam.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just towards the end where it was just like I'm like starting to like not like her at all. Like this is like getting a little annoying. Um, but yeah, no, early on loved her. But as far as my top five favorite, like number five definitely would be Daryl for me. Strictly because
Yeah,
like, dude, I loved
Daryl would
his
be like number
inclusion.
6.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he barely missed yours.
Yeah, I was debating between Daryl and Pam, and I was thinking that Pam has more moments that are like integral to the office, I feel like.
Mhm.
But Daryl is like has just super comedic moments that just make me die laughing every time I see him. Like the whole Dinkenflicka like thing with Michael makes me cry. Like I was watching that episode this morning where he's like, I'm from the streets or whatever, like, and he's like teaching him all like the slang words or whatever, just messing with Michael.
Yeah, I think it's how they were trolling him. Plus, I was like, how did they go so long paying him the wage they paid him when Daryl went to go ask for a raise? Remember, he's like, oh, he's like, I was like, I don't even make that. He's like, wait, you've been here 15 years, you don't make this much money?
I don't know, Michael gets like screwed through the wages. It's funny.
Yeah, and it dude, the whole time it's weird because like there's times where he's like genius, right? Like when it comes to like client interaction, like this dude's like a genius. And sometimes when like he's outside of work, like when he has like these like one-off moments, you'll see him like, yeah, man, this is all just an act. But then like throughout the whole show, like he literally is like this, and it's crazy to me.
Yeah, he has like those moments where he's like super smart, like with the Michael Scott Paper Company stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
where he negotiates them to hire back Pam and Ryan as full-time sales and give him his job back and like buy them out and stuff. Um, I don't know. He has his moments of being really smart, but obviously he's kind of a dumbass.
Uh, I mean, yeah, he can be kind of dumb sometimes, like really bad, like the George Foreman grill
Yeah.
thing. It's like you got to know, man, your foot's gonna get burned.
Bro.
Now number four on that list, who would that be?
Number 4, where do I have it? Number 4, I don't really have them in order. I would probably put Creed, honestly. Creed is an underrated Office character. Obviously, he's not like the most integral character ever, but he just has like moments where like he doesn't have that many lines, but his lines count. You know what I mean? Like he just has the weirdest things to say. And one thing that pops in my mind is that Halloween episode where he comes into work and he's all bloody and everything,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, I don't know, I didn't know everybody that dressed up here," and he's like, "Oh, me either," and then it cuts to him
He's
and
just
he's
all
like,
bloody. Yeah,
"It was just," he's like, "It's Halloween. It's a really good timing."
yeah. It's a great thing it's Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh, it's funny because number four for me is also Creed. Like because like he like I felt like the capacity he was in, it worked. But like I felt like if there was more of him, it might not have worked as well, right? Like he was really good in
yeah.
this in like the spurts we had him in. Um, and oh yeah, by the way, shout out to Bo for subscribing. Thank you, Bo. Um,
Thank you, Bo.
and but yeah, no, I thought it was just super. It was super funny. Like every time he'd come on, and then the fact that like IRL, his name's Creed Bratton. Like
Yeah, he's
it's
like
not
an
hard to.
actual musician. Like he was a part of the grassroots, and now he's just Creed
Yeah,
Bratton on The Office.
IRL too.
Yep.
Now, oh, okay. Actually, I just got Celeste's list. So for her, number five is Jim. Wow, that's just hating. And then number four is Bob Vance. How did you feel about Bob Vance?
Bob Vance is funny, but he's not top 4.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I'm
He
so
has
sorry.
really
It's Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration.
there you go. No, that moment though where he's introducing himself to everybody, he's like shaking their hands, and then Ryan's like, "Hey Bob, what line of work you in? Refrigeration." No, Bob Vance is funny, but I wouldn't put him in like a top 4. He's like a good like side character.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I'll just put it at that. Number three.
Number 3, number 3, I would probably put Jim.
Jim's your
Jim
number
is
three.
Yeah, Jim is really hard for me because I love Jim. He's one of my favorite characters. Obviously, he's top three, but the people in my top two are I feel like are I don't know. So Jim is close to being
Yeesh.
number two for me. Nice job, Dakota. Thank you
Hey,
for
thank you,
subscribing.
Carl.
Um, but yeah, so it's hard for me. I was debating on putting him number two or number three, but Jim, I don't know. He might be my number two. Now that
Really?
I'm thinking about it, it's really hard. So
Well, if numbers,
I'll
yeah, if
talk a
not,
little bit
yeah.
more about it when I talk about my number two.
Okay,
So
it'll make more
I don't
sense.
spoil it.
All
But
right.
what's your number three?
Yeah, so for mine, my number three, well, before my number three, guys, don't forget to like and comment down below to help this get pushed out. And also, we are having the raffle at the end of the stream. Actually, down in the description, we actually have our stream link to where if you donate, you do get you get that ticket in to try and win. It's going to be 2 tickets to Morbius. You get to choose your theater and showtime if you do win. And it's $5 minimum to enter. However, whoever donates 20, you get 2 tickets, and you'll be able to choose our next Wahlberg movie. Because we all know Marky Mark, that's the spiciness. Now, anyways, back outside the plug, back to my number three. I have Dwight.
You have Dwight at three.
Dwight at three. Why do I have Dwight
Oh,
at
you're
three?
top two. Okay.
Top two should be pretty obvious at this point.
Yeah, they're my top two too. Actually,
Okay.
no.
Well,
they're
yours
not.
is reversed, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go through it. Number one, I have Jim. Two, Michael. Three is going to be Dwight.
Okay, so my number two is Dwight. My number one's Michael. Um, so I was debating on putting Jim and Dwight at number two, but Dwight is just like pure comedy every time he talks. So that's why I had him above Jim. Um, Jim, I don't know. It's kind of hard to like beat them against each other. You know what I mean? Because they have like that weird like frenemies things. Like we're like later on in the seasons. You know what I mean? They're kind of become friends a little bit. But obviously Jim is always messing with Dwight, and Dwight's always hating on Jim. Um, so they kind of have that like back and forth. But Jim has more, I guess, heartfelt moments. I guess in the show with like Pam and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, But then Dwight has this whole thing with Angela too, which is pretty funny. But I feel like I don't know, it's hard, and I wasn't really debating on whether or not Michael was going to be number one. He's number one. He's the soul of The Office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the reason why it's so famous.
Yeah, I think for me it's just the fact that Jim is a huge Philadelphia, fan, wants to be a Philadelphia like sports
Oh, there you
writer.
go.
That's like literally like my like want and dream. And then yeah, guys, in the comments, put your top five. What is your number one character on The Office? Oh my,
Scranton
oh
Strangler is
my,
Gabe.
yeah. Hero Rex put my number one is Scranton Strangler. Dakota
I
says
almost put
Ryan
Ryan
Howard.
in my top
Ah,
five too.
I
I
so
almost put Ryan in my top five.
Cocaine Ryan, my favorite.
Yeah, dude, he's funny as hell. Like when they're in New York and he's all drugged out and they're in the club and stuff.
So yeah, and then Celeste's other three. So her top five: number one, Dwight; number two, actually, dude, like if we go in like Omega level, like top character, I feel like we talk about slept on characters. Mose / Nate are like my favorite characters in the whole show.
Mose is a good one.
Like
Mose is funny as hell, dude. When he's like the valet for the wedding
he just like
and he's
hops
parking
out.
all the cars in the cornfield.
Yeah, how he just like kind of hops out.
Yeah,
So
that
we
shit's fun. Mose is hella funny.
So we got Dwight number one, Ryan Howard. We have Scranton Strangler. A lot of people like Scranton Strangler. Oh, Scranton Strangler is Gabe. Yeah. Okay? Who's your guess for it? Like, I honestly just like it. There's reason to think that it's Gabe. There's reason to think that it's Toby. Could it just be Creed? Is the simple answer just Creed?
I think it's Creed. Creed stays killing people, obviously. Like it has to be Creed.
Yeah. I
I think that's the most obvious answer, but it seems the most relevant, I guess.
Let's see. Georgie said number 1, Michael. 2, Dwight. 3, Jim. 4, Creed. 5, Kevin.
Kevin's a really, really good character too. I love Kevin.
Yeah, that's who
His
Celeste had at number 3.
his whole chili, Kevin's famous chili, dude, in Scrantonicity.
Oh, was it you that posted it? If you read like Peacock's terms and services, they actually have Kevin's chili recipe in the terms and services of Peacock.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
see that. That wasn't me.
I forget how to find it, but if you go on there, it's all Gabe and no Creed was busy through all of it. I guess I actually think that Creed was accounted for. Um,
Maybe Creed was
oh, he was in a cult, yeah.
the flasher.
Yeah,
All right,
who
let's
wanted
see
to
your
flash
penis.
who was the Flash Phyllis? Hey, every time I think of a flasher, like, have you ever seen Observe and Report?
Yeah,
Dude, where
I
the
have.
guy's just like, touch daddies. Just like,
He's running through the mall. Yeah.
dude, oh my god. Um, Now, like, yeah, but like other characters I really like, well, I'm like a huge Rashida Jones fan, so like every time Karen Filippelli was on there, loved it. But obviously, I just work here, man. um,
Karen was cool, but I don't know. She wasn't one of my favorites. She's not my least favorite by any means, but like she's not my favorite.
I mean, she was a million% better as Ann Perkins, so let's leave it at
Yeah,
that.
she was way better as Anne.
All right, so top 5 worst characters.
All right. That's where it gets juicy.
Yeah, number 5. So for me and Celeste, actually, both our number 5s are Jan. However, her number 5 is split between, what'd you say, what, Donna, the Dave and Buster's girl?
Yeah, the Dave and Buster's girl. Um, I want to put Jan on my. I think Jan's funny. Like she's obviously not a good person at all, but I think she's funny as hell. Like she's one of the reasons why the dinner party is so funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they when he gives him the house tour and she makes him sleep on that little like footbed at like that little bench on
Dude, that's
on the bottom of
so
the bed.
funny. Like, when
Yeah.
I was like, does he really sleep there? No, I 100% believe that she makes him do that. Like, she's that psycho.
Yeah. My number 5, where is it at? My number 5 was Kathy.
He said number. Wait, whoa, pause on everything. He said
What?
number 1 most hated character is gonna be Meredith.
Meredith?
I feel like that's Cap.
Nah, I think Meredith's funny.
Yeah, I don't hate her.
She has her moments, bro. She was having sex with dudes for Outback steaks.
Or when they think they're getting closed down, she meets up with that dude.
No, she has her moments. I think I think she's funny.
So Jan, I just didn't like every time she's trying to sing, be that person. I hate those people. But no, I actually think they have the Donna character. Like, it was crazy, right? Because I felt like, oh, Michael got some game. He's finally talking to someone he likes, and then you find out the whole like he's the other dude, but he keeps seeing her, which I thought was hilarious. Um, but the one part that threw me off is like Andy was like, "Oh, we gotta go talk to that guy. We gotta go let him know." Dude, that's so awkward. Like when they go to the school t-ball or whatever, and they're trying to like talk to the dude.
The baseball coach?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, are you Timmy's parents?" Because he thinks he thinks they're gay. So
Are you Timmy's parents?
yeah. Um, but yeah. So outside of that, I think on to number 4. I'm torn on this one because like I enjoyed him on certain ones. Like one of my favorite lines from the whole show is, "You don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King." But I just didn't like his character.
Yeah, so Robert California is actually my number 4 too.
Oh, is he
Um,
really? Okay.
yeah, so I think he was cool as hell for like a few episodes, but I was really hoping he would just be there for 3 episodes and then just like get killed off or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he just stuck around for so long and he got really tiresome. Like his shit got old really quick.
Yeah, and for Celeste's number 4, she actually has Plop.
Plop,
You remember
Plop's
Plop?
okay. Yeah, Plop's okay. I don't think he's one of the worst, but he's not. I don't know. He's not anything remarkable.
Well, it's also kind of why like Plop kind of leads into me and Celeste are both our number threes. Um, it was Andy. Like at first I'm like, all right, fuck this guy, and then later I'm like, wait, double fuck this guy because like he was enjoyable and then he was like so far not enjoyable again. I get it. Hangover was being filmed. That all was
Yeah,
happening,
so
but the character
that's
development just
actually
got
my number
ruined.
three too.
Oh, was it really?
But yeah, so my number three is Andy, but specifically Andy from season 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Like that span of Andy was awful. Like he was gone. He was on a boat trip. Like his whole episode where he has to drive, what is it, to Florida or something to go get
Hmm.
Aaron. Like I don't know. It's I don't know. He just got really annoying, like
Yeah,
really fast.
because it didn't make any sense to me. Like he was like, "Oh, I earned this job," and then he just hops on the boat and just dips, and I'm like, ah. And then the plop thing, like he forced that relationship. Essentially, what they did is they redid. They tried to make Plop the new Jim. Well, I mean, that was the joke, right? But then he ends up with
Yeah,
the
he's
receptionist, and I'm just like, I'm just
yeah.
I'm not enjoying it because you're redoing the same thing we already had, and we're still already sad about the fact that Michael's not there. So it's like, what how do we feel about this? Um,
Yeah, I think season 8 in general is probably the weakest season.
was it eight? How many seasons? I always
I think there's
forget.
9 seasons. Yeah, there should be 9 seasons because Michael leaves in seasons at the like near the end of season 7.
Yeah, 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 9 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah, was it
season 8
season
and
7? Yeah, see, it was literally two more seasons after he left. Yeah, correct.
yeah, season 8 I think was definitely the weakest because season 9 like the last like 4 episodes were good, but like season 9 was kind of hit or miss too. Um, but seasons I think especially 2 through 7 are like gold.
Yeah, I mean the first one was like okay, but you can tell like it picked up big time in season 2. Like production went
Yeah,
up,
season 1
writing
they
went
were they
up.
were they were still trying to like figure out the identity, because they're coming off like the back of the UK office, and they're still trying to find like their own thing as like the American version.
Yeah, but I mean, I have you watched the UK version?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't get into it.
You couldn't.
No, I mean I think it's because like I was so at that point I was already like four like I was on like my fourth rewatch of The Office or something. I was
Yeah.
like, let me try out the UK one, and I was just so used to like the comedy from the American one, I didn't really enjoy the UK one.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it was funny, but it wasn't. I don't know, it couldn't like grab my
Oh,
attention.
so Leo was saying Idris Elba's character was just a straight dickhead. Yeah. What was it?
Him too,
What was his
yeah.
name
I
on the
forgot his
show?
name.
Yeah, yeah,
I
right.
forgot his name, but Idris Elba was a
Charles, Charles,
dickhead.
Charles.
Charles, yeah.
Yeah, Charles. Like I liked him, but like, yeah, he was a straight dickhead to Jim. But I mean, that's what kind of made it funny. Where like, but you know who's funny? The same person did it was oh my gosh, Will Ferrell. What was D'Angelo?
Yeah, D'Angelo.
Yeah, which is like
Will Ferrell was funny.
I loved him, but then like, dude, it's the same thing, right? I liked him a lot. If they would have went that route, I would have been super like, yo. But then they had to grab Robert California. But they couldn't afford Will Ferrell.
Yeah, they probably couldn't afford to keep Will Ferrell for that long because Will Ferrell was already like huge at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then also like I feel like his character, like Robert California, would have probably got old after a while. Like, because I think D'Angelo was only in it for like 2, 3 episodes.
no, yeah, I think it's like only two or three, and then like he has Gabe was so cringy. Yeah, so that actually for me
Yeah,
yeah
Gabe's my number two.
yeah number two is Gabe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just hated him every single time. I hate the skeleton man. I could not stand him anytime he was on the screen. It drew me
Skeleton
yeah,
Man.
just drew me nuts, dude. I was like, oh my god. Um, so with Gabe, I'm like one that's the thing too is like the way they did some of the relationships. I'm like the Andy and Kelly one like that should have just happened way sooner. Well, technically her name's Kelly. But Aaron and Andy, like that should have happened so much sooner. Gabe is top tier cringe,
Yeah.
most definitely. Yeah, I just,
Gabe's
dude.
super cringy. But Gabe, like, I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy about Gabe because Gabe has really funny moments, but then he sticks around for way too long. I feel like, and he just gets super cringy. Gabe has really funny moments though. I don't know if you remember, but when he goes, fuck, what does he say? I don't know. It just slipped my mind. But I don't know. He has good moments, but overall, he's the most cringy, one of the most annoying characters.
Yeah, it's really bad. But number one for Celeste is Kathy. Do you remember Kathy?
Yeah. So Kathy was my number five. She sucked.
Yeah, she's the worst. The Miami, yeah, it was the Florida. She kept trying to get at Jim, but like her character was literally just in there to cause conflict. That like
Yeah.
technically didn't exist outside of Florida, because she just never came back.
Yeah. She's sitting there. She's like trying to seduce Jim or whatever.
And
It's
you're just, yeah,
annoying.
and you're kind of like, why?
She's preying on my man's downfall.
Yeah. But now
But
number one worst person of all time on
do we
this
have the
show.
same number one?
I will let's say at the count of three. All right, 1, 2, 3. Nelly.
Nelly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Dude, I could not
Nelly
stand her.
sucks, dude.
I could
She
not stand
sucks.
her. She's literally the
She
worst
honestly
person.
doesn't have like one moment like where I can like look back right now and be like, oh, that was like a really funny moment.
Well, okay, maybe not so much funny, but there was one moment on the show where like I was like, damn, I feel really bad for hating her, and it was,
I know what you mean.
yeah, it was the one where she's talking about adopting.
Yeah.
So like on that one, like I was like, I feel bad about it.
Yeah, Leo, you're
Yeah.
right, bro. When he's Gabe is kind of like a movie bro where he makes Aaron watch all those like crazy ass horror movies and stuff. That's I kind of like Gabe for that, but Nelly is top five the worst, or definitely the worst.
Definitely the worst person on the show. Um, but yeah, that it's interesting. So
Oh yeah, Leo too. That is one of the best Dwight moments where he comes into the hotel room spraying for like bed bugs and stuff. When Kathy's in there
oh
with
yeah, the bed bugs, yeah.
Kathy and Jim, yeah,
Or
that is a good Dwight moment.
so like what was your like favorite one of your favorite moments overall? Like there's a lot of like different little like quotes and stuff. Like for me, like I don't trust you, Phyllis. Like I say that to my wife like every single day.
I mean, can we talk about how Michael like still has people saying that's what she said?
So then that's the thing, dude. It's like what people don't even realize a lot of times they'll be quoting the show and they don't realize. I mean, that's what she says been around forever, but like he like popularized that like saying so hard. And
Yeah.
was there ever a that's what he said? Oh, there was. There when he was making fun of Oscar, when he's like that's what she
Uh,
or that's what he said, like because he's trying to be politically
oh,
correct.
that's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to be politically correct. Um,
um,
but yeah,
but
your favorite moment in the show.
another moment, obviously, is Dwight's fire drill, where he makes everybody thinks that the building's on fire, and everybody's running out. Michael's smashing the windows, screaming. They throw the cat through the ceiling, and it's like just mayhem. That's definitely probably the best cold open in the show. Is that fire drill?
I mean, just, I think in just most shows in general.
Yeah, that that cold open's nuts. Another great moment is obviously all the like Jim's pranks, but Jim's top tier prank is Asian Jim.
You think Asian Jim? I really thought. So for me, I thought it was the CIA one where he is like someone poisoned the coffee, or he sends him facts like from him future self.
Yeah, that one's really good too, where he smacks the coffee out of Stanley's hand,
Yeah,
where he's faxing himself as a future Dwight.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
Let's see. Oh yeah, one of Celeste's favorite moments is anytime Moses running on screen.
Mo's
Dude,
running
the
is
run,
gold.
the penguin run.
His
Dude, I legit knew a guy in high school that ran just like that, like an actual penguin. Like it was
That's
really bad. What was his
comedy.
name? I think it was Jacob Valdez. This dude literally like ran like a penguin head down. Just it's I don't know how he survived, bro. I don't know how he survived. Um, and then for I think the other part that I loved was like because it's Michael's so ignorant when he puts on his persona, right? With his character. Um, so for me, when he's doing Prison Mike, he's like, yeah,
Prison
it's
Mike.
just gruel. And
It's just grilled sandwiches.
but my favorite my favorite part of all time, he's like, you know the worst part about prison is the Dementors. I
Nah,
I
the prison Mike is great. Or Michael Clump too.
Michael
Michael
Clump
Clump.
or what
When
was it? Ping?
when they merge with the other branch and he makes like four of them quit.
Yeah, on the spot. Well, because the
Yeah.
first guy Tony, he wouldn't get on the table. He tried
Yeah,
helping
he
him
want to
up.
get on the table.
He's like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. This isn't fun.
The other guy,
Um.
he was like trying to make him commit a crime. Yeah, remember he has like
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, because he
I
used to
think
be in
it's
prison.
Dwight where he has like the
The
cash
cash. Yeah,
sticking
yeah,
out of his
yeah.
back pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, all because he went to prison for a little bit because of the insider trading. And then Kevin's like,
Yeah.
if that sounds like a lot like what I do here. Let's see. Oh, my fave all time office character is Finger Lakes guy. Okay, first and foremost is Jim Carrey, so of
Jim
course you
Carrey.
like it. But he's like I was really wanting the job. I have to go to the Finger Lakes with my family. He's like
Look at the Finger Lakes.
actually I think they were there. I think he left. He's like I have to go back.
Yeah, I have to go back to the Finger Lakes.
Oh, what happened to your stream? I think your camera might have died.
Oh no.
Let's see. Are we back? We're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah.
Good?
And I
All right,
guess
cool.
I had some I had an echo early on. I had two mics running. I apologize for sounding echoey there. I hear everything that you Why are you the way that you are? I hate
How are you not
I
murdered
know.
every day?
He's like, I hate everything that you choose to be. Oh my god. Okay, Toby. Did you hate Toby?
No, I actually like Toby.
Did you think it
I
was
like
too
Toby.
creepy around Pam?
A little bit. Hey, hold on. I think you have my webcam.
Yeah, because your
Uh,
other one ended. Did you want me to switch back?
yeah,
There we good. All right, cool.
cool.
People get lost in the Finger Lakes. Yeah, that whole interview, and then everybody, everybody loves Raymond. Freaking just sitting there eating a sandwich the whole time. He's like, "Do you mind if I eat?" Like, oh, in the interview, like he starts eating the food.
Dude,
Uh,
I don't know. Another great moment is where they go to it's an underrated moment too. When they go to Canada on that business trip, uh Andy, Oscar, and Michael.
oh yeah.
And I really like when Oscar and Andy are in the bar together and they're like he's trying to be like a wingman for Oscar to hit on those
Yeah,
dudes.
I thought that was nice, and like it made me not hate his character as much. I'm like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Leo, threat level midnight is a really, really good moment too. Um, my girlfriend hates on that for some reason, but I think it's gold. That whole episode makes me die laughing. The golden face and I don't know all that stuff. The robot butler makes me die.
when we got to watch the full movie,
The full
and
movie, yeah.
everyone's just laughing, and they're like, "Oh, this is supposed to be a serious movie." I don't even want this job. Um, see, Robert California's, and that's the thing too. The fact that he left and went and took her job, like I'm CEO now. Um,
Yeah, Robert California sucked.
I was torn. I liked him. I didn't like him. Oh yeah, Saul Goodman. Yeah, the other Michael. That when she tries to get a job in Philly, Pam like goes for an interview. He's like,
Yeah, he was originally supposed to be cast as Michael. Um,
"Oh really?
the actor, yeah. Why can't I think Bob Odenkirk? He was supposed to be the original casting before Steve Carell, and that's why they brought him back for that role.
Yeah." So that'd have been really interesting. But I don't know who typed it in here, but someone said that Ricky Gervais should have replaced Michael. Because remember, he did technically phone in a interview, right?
Yeah, that would have been cool actually. Yeah, no, remember they run into each other in the elevator? Um, or is that a deleted scene?
No. That's not a deleted scene. That's in
No,
the
I
the
remember
show.
they run into each other in the elevator and they really like each other.
Yeah, but no, they're when they're doing the interviews though, they do they're like, oh, we have a video one that's sent in, and it's like him on the camera. Let's see who else. I mean, yeah, Craig. Let's see, Phyllis. You like Phyllis?
Phyllis is a good side character too. She has her moments.
What was the worst side
I like
character?
who's the worst side character?
Like the one like they weren't on
Um,
the show very long, but when they hopped on, you're just like, get me the hell out.
well, I mean, you can say Kathy or Donna.
I guess, yeah.
Um, I don't know. I can't think of him. Oh, Roy sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I honestly think, especially his name, it was just there so that people like, oh, you really want to be Pam Anderson?
Yeah. But Roy just he was not a good guy, you know.
Oh, you
And
know
he was
what?
annoying.
What was I don't remember her name. Katie? I think it was Katie. The
Amy Adams?
yeah, Amy Adams' character. I think she's Katie, right?
Yeah, she's the
The bad
Jim's
girl.
girlfriend
Yeah,
on
the bad
the
girl.
casino boat.
Yeah, so the bad girl. There's only one part that made me hate her was when they're on the boat and she's doing the little cheerleader clapping thing. I was like, dude, I hate you.
But yeah. But
Now, and just to remind everybody, we will be doing the raffle at the end. So if you guys want to enter it, it's only $5 to enter. Down in the description below, there is the link to Streamlabs donation. So far, right now, we did get a donation from Santi for $10. So right now, Santi, you are pretty much the only one that entered so far. So you might get 2 free tickets. Yeah, but yeah, it's 2 tickets to any theater, any showtime. You guys choose it. We buy them and then we email you the invoice. That way you guys can go watch it. Um, and then at
Leo
the
said the boat captain from season 2, Rob
Rob
Riggle,
Riggles,
dude.
yeah. Oh,
He's
probably.
hella funny.
He's
Doesn't he
hella
sleep with
funny.
Meredith?
Yeah, he has sex with Meredith, and they just come back like, oh, "What the hell's going on?" Because I think that's when
Yeah.
Michael's like yelling, "The ship is sinking! The ship is sinking!" And the dude just jumps out the window, like for no reason at all. Um,
So stupid.
Now, how did you think about the ending? Like the best in Minch, right? Like I thought it was when they brought back Michael in that last scene. I was like, dude, I just wanted so much more, and like you knew it was ending, and I was like,
Dude, that last episode, that first time I watched it, I bawled my eyes out, bro. That first time, because when I watched it, it was fully on Netflix, so I just binged it all, and like just going through that last season, hitting that last episode, and then when Michael when he walks in, he goes, "That's what she said," and he makes his appearance when he comes back.
yeah, and he's like, Michael, you came, and then he just lost his mind at the end, and then 1 sec, my camera actually ended up dying as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was great, right? Let me get my webcam in here.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
There you go.
There we go. Let's use webcam to finish this out. Okay, so as far as closing thoughts for The Office, 17 years of it, you still watch it now?
Yeah, I actually watched like 4 or 5 episodes today.
Oh, really?
It's always one of those shows that like I'll either put it on like when I go to bed or like it's like a comfort show. You know what I mean? If I'm sick or something, I'll just throw it on. Um, it's a comfort show for me.
Yeah, definitely. Like when if internet's ever out and stuff, like we have all of them on disc. Unfortunately, they're not the
Yep, me too.
Blu-rays. I have them all on
Yeah, I
DVDs,
only have the
so
DVDs.
I have like it's so many discs that we have to go through to watch.
It's like 42 discs or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, we actually have another donation from. They're not popping up, but Hero Rex just donated $20. Thank you.
Alright.
Actually, yeah. I mean, for the 20 dono, you actually get to pick our new. You get to save us the energy. What Marky Mark movie are we watching next? Let you type it down in the comments. But yeah,
Thank you,
no,
Hero.
yeah, dude, it's when you go rewatch, like it's coming, like it makes me so sad still, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't want it to
the,
stop.
it does, dude. The in season 7 when they say goodbye to Michael too. Every time I get around to that episode, I'm like, oh man,
Yeah, you
it
just
just
start
makes
getting
me.
sad.
I get sad, dude, when it says bye to Michael.
Yeah. Well, I forgot. I think they just recently explained like what was said off screen, but I think it was just between them two, right?
When
Like,
they when he whispers to Pam or
yeah,
whatever.
it's like actor to actress, right? That's just what they do.
Yeah, that's like they were like actually saying bye.
Now, as far as what was the other character I wanted to bring up? We went through Scranton Strangler. We all think we all think it's Gabe apparently. Um, you think it's Cree, but people are saying it's gay. What do you think?
I can see it being Gabe, but I feel like he's too big of a bitch. You know what I mean? To like actually do something like that. So
Now is Toby crazy enough to actually be him too?
maybe.
Maybe. um, and is there any characters we're missing? Like, I feel like there was someone that like we missed.
Um, we didn't talk about Kevin that much, or Angela, or
Oh yeah, we completely missed out on Angela.
Angela or Kelly.
Spencer Confidential. Okay, that's the next one we're watching.
Okay, that makes it easy. It's a Netflix movie.
Yeah, makes it easy. Spencer Confidential. I have seen it before. I really did enjoy it. Um,
I haven't seen it yet.
Holly,
So.
yeah, Holly. We didn't get to talk about Holly.
Oh, Holly too. Yeah.
AJ, I just felt sorry for that cuck. Never stood a chance.
Holly's a really good character. I actually like her a lot.
It's
Um,
which is
their relationship
yeah. I mean, like
is one of like the highlights to the whole series.
yeah, and I felt like it was kind of robbed because they made her move and stuff. And I don't know if that had to do anything with actual
It was
like
probably like scheduling conflicts or
possibly yeah,
something.
because it felt really rushed. Like I didn't understand why they just like dipped her.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see. They're saying what else is saying on there? Fired David Wallace is a
Oh,
goated character. Oh yeah,
David Wallace,
but
yes.
no,
Fired
fired
David
David
Wallace.
Wallace. Then you suck it.
Yeah, where
And you suck
yeah,
it.
the suck it, dude.
Bro, that whole thing was so funny because I'm like, I've been there. I've been where it's just like, yo, I just hate my life and I don't want to be here.
Dude, the IT guys, um, where he thinks that one is a terrorist. And he locks all the doors and turns off the lights and shit.
but see, like that kind of joke could not happen today. They'd be like,
No,
there'd be
they can never
so
make
much
that joke. No.
outrage. They'd be like, oh, this is ridiculous. They'd be losing their minds, man. Like that part should have just stayed in because it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Um,
There's so many characters. It's kind of hard to, we're gonna miss out on some of them. Angela has funny moments, but I don't think she's one of my favorite characters. But she definitely has her moments too.
I well, Angela's kind of one of those people too, where I'm just like, I'm just not liking this person at all.
Yeah, she's not a good person. Like in general, like she's playing Andy and Dwight the whole almost for like 2 or 3 seasons, right?
Yeah, no, she's completely like ruining both of them. So,
Yeah.
all right. So outside of that, I mean, where does this rank among shows like you've watched of all time?
Um, for comedy shows, like it's my number one for that kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
For like overall shows, it's probably like top three. Um, my number one is probably like Breaking Bad, that kind of stuff. But overall comedies, definitely number one.
Mm-hmm. For me, I think it's up there. Like, I mean, a show that I really like is Chuck. I have like my top five would probably include Chuck, The Office, Parks and Rec. Definitely not
Parks and
Friends.
Rec is really underrated too, honestly.
Yeah, definitely not Friends.
Oh, I'm not a big Friends guy either.
Oh, sorry, baby. You might have to Wife's gonna have to hop off the stream right now before she loses her mind. That's her like one of her favorite shows. But yeah, no, dude, like this is one of the shows I can just continuously watch, and every time I rewatch it, it's like I never saw it before, right? That's why I really
Yeah.
liking these super episodes.
Every time I watch it, I find like new stuff to laugh at. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there's like little like mannerisms or stuff like you like miss out on the first time. That's just it's funny as hell.
yeah. Now, does anyone chat any other moments that we've missed? Let us know. Still got another 8 minutes before we close it up. So, like I said, if you guys do want to enter that raffle, the link is in the description. So far, we have 2 entries from Hero Rex and 1 entry from Santi. So, you guys got good chances to win if you guys enter. My name is Earl. Oh, dude, that's one I would love to go back and watch.
James Earl's a good one
That's a
too.
good one. Little cringe because of the senator. Oh my, yeah, the senator Oscar. Oh yeah, we didn't even get to talk about Oscar. Like Todd Packer. Yeah, Todd Packer was this
Todd
just
Packer
dude
too.
the
Todd
Pac Man.
Packer, the Pac-Man dude. He's one of my favorite side characters. When he took a shit on Michael's floor.
He just drops a doo doo in his office, and they're all trying to figure out who did it. And
His license plate, well hung. He's like, you a big William Hung fan?
why does everyone keep asking me that? Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, him and then the senator was funny as well. Like Jan's blowout with oh dude. I thought Jan just wasn't a good person either. But it was crazy. Like when I first watched, I was like, why is Michael so damn loyal to the company? After they continuously to just stick it to him.
Yeah. Jan, I don't hate Jan though, because that relationship with Jan makes for some of like the best moments in the office.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like other times, I'm just like, why is she on screen? I hate her. I think I was gonna donate. You weren't gonna donate, but donate.
Like I was gonna
Yeah.
donate. Friends
Uh,
is the best show I've ever seen.
yeah, Friends is so great when they make him drive all the way to Florida for that promotion. Oh yeah. That's fucked up.
Dude.
When they send him down there. Well, I mean, technically, um, they do end up doing the scene later where he actually ends up getting fired because of that, right? Oh, Serenity by Jan. Yeah, good.
Serenity by
Yeah,
Jan.
good luck paying me back on that $0 salary. Dude, that episode
Dude,
was legendary.
I can't hate on Jan, bro, because I mean, there's just so many moments.
Oh, well, I'm like, what moments?
So where she's suing Dunder Mifflin and Michael has to like testify or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where they're reading off the script and he's like, sand everywhere, Jan everywhere.
Yeah.
Where they go to Sandals, Jamaica, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I guess it's not necessarily like things that Jan does, but it's like situations that have Jan.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see it. I could see it. I'll give you that. I could see it. Like for me, like I think anytime we had like a slice in the life of Dwight, it was super interesting to see him like just live. The Baba Ghoul, that episode was so funny where they thought they're being shook down by a mobster, and because he's like just trying to sell them insurance.
I will take the gabagool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send it back. And then Andy just pretends that, I don't, for some reason he dresses up as a
Mechanic.
mechanic for like no reason whatsoever.
That girl needs her like battery changed, and he doesn't know what to fucking do.
Then he like ruins it and then just dips.
Yeah, he just leaves.
He's like, my bad. Oh my god. But yeah, there's just so much, like we could go on longer and longer
Yeah,
and
I can
longer.
talk for 5 hours about The Office.
Yeah, so we're gonna give it a couple more minutes to get any last donations. Yo, what's up? What's up, Sneaks? Yeah, guys, if anyone wants to donate down below, enter to win the 2 free tickets. Hey, if you guys don't want to watch Morbius, I'm sorry. That's the movie that we chose to give away this week.
The newest movie.
Yeah, we've heard the rumors. But yeah, we'll let it kind of run for a second. Let me go grab some paper so we can pick out a name. So far, we only got 3 tickets in. So you guys got a couple minutes to try and get some last donos in. I'm going to go write these down so we can pick out a name. Okay, Blake, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, I had to go write these down real quick. I'll use my trusty hat here. Let's see. We got, you can see it on there. Santi in the hat. Then we got Hero. And since he did personally drop off the Twondo, he does get the second one on there. So let me put that second ticket in there. I mean, if you live in the studio, you could drop off, cash. We checked EBT, food stamps. Let me scrunch these up so that it's fair. We got another like 30 seconds. I'll wait till that hits 59. Shake this up. All three in here. Wanna get a drum roll or something?
Play the music.
Oh yeah, let's play the. Well, I grabbed one.
Okay.
All right. Oh, whoops! I ripped it up. The winner. Oh wow. the only donation of the stream. Hero won.
Congratulations, Hero.
We got the other two in here still, for all intents
Thank
and
you again,
purposes.
sir.
Thank you. For all you guys watching, thank you for sticking with us throughout the whole stream. We
Thank
just
you guys
really,
so much.
we just really love this show. Y'all take school toppers. No, and then
Tops, absolutely.
yeah, and then actually, Hero on Twitter at the Beyond Weekly, just shoot us a DM with the showtime and the theater you want to watch your movie at, and then we'll buy those and we'll send them out to you. But yeah, no, we just really love this show, and it was fun to be able to talk about it for an hour. 17 years of The Office, and we're probably gonna watch 17 more. So
Hell yeah, man, it was a good time. I can talk about this thing like this live could have been 5 hours long, and I wouldn't have ran out of things to talk about.
oh no, 100%. I mean, my camera literally died like trying to do this. So, but yeah, that's it for today's episode. We're coming up on our time. Yep. 10 o'clock. So yeah, that's it for Talking Beyond today. Congrats to Hero Rex for winning the tickets to go see Morbius. Good luck. I heard it sucks. But yeah, that's it for us. It's Beyond the Screen Weekly. I'm Marlene.
And I'm Blake.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.